Make this holiday season one to remember with Goldbelly, your one-stop shop for America's most iconic foods shipped nationwide. From the original turducken to the viral pie Kagan with decadent layers of Kagan pie, Goldbelly has everything to wow your guests with the click of a button. And with Black Friday around the corner, it's the perfect time to pre-order unique gifts that ship right to their door. Use promo code GIFT for 20% off your first order on goldbelly.com. The holidays have never been easier.
It's okay. Yeah, we can keep it short and sweet, to the point.
Short and sweet. Super informative. Just like the way that this podcast always is just like tight
just the
and
facts.
Informative.
Yeah, we don't get off topic. We don't go on tangents. No. Yeah, it's just very dry and informational.
Yeah, people have said it's the revisionist history of which podcast. Yeah. But then imagine that like down a notch.
Right. I was gonna say I feel like
he's pretty fun.
Right. We're much tamer.
Yeah.
I like to think of us as NPR but not as flamboyant,
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That is correct.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. That was too much. That was too much emotion.
It was too much. It was too tone it. Everybody tone it the fuck down.
Tone it the fuck down. Shall we just go right in then?
Yeah, let's do this thing.
All right. Welcome to Witchcast.
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And we are your co-hosts of this, the Witchcast podcast.
That's right. We're your learning, growing, ever-evolving novice witches interested in exploring everything under the eclectic, esoteric, woo-woo, spiritual, witchy umbrella.
That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Kate, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are diving into the suit of cups.
We're talking cups.
We're talking cups, baby. Chalices, maybe, perhaps, if that's your preferred word of choice.
I have a little poll to take when we get to the end. That's just a little snippet.
A little quiz?
Yeah, a little tasty snack for what's to come.
That is very exciting. I do need to give a little shout out to one of our listeners who messaged us on Instagram, and they really enjoyed the Pentacles episode. So for those of you who maybe are just joining us now, we're doing 4 parts where we dive into each of the suits of the tarot. A few weeks ago we did the Pentacles, and Sarah Co 131 suggested maybe cups for our next suit. So that's what we're doing.
And Sarahco 131, you got it.
Yeah. We're here. This is it.
Yeah. Cups it is, baby.
It's the cups.
We're talking cups. We're talking coops, if you will. And I will. So this time, splitting it up, very slightly differently. Because Kate's going first, and then I'm going second.
Yeah, that's right. So let's just dive right in. The Suit of Cups, on a whole, let's just talk about it as a collective.
Let's talk about it.
It deals with the emotional level of consciousness. So its key element is water, and as we know, water is all about the emotions. As a Scorpio rising, and Emily is a double Scorpio, we're very familiar with water. So the cups tend to deal with topics such as relationships, connections, emotions, feelings, and love. As you know, water is very powerful. It's very conductive. It's formative, but it also...
Oh, I had a note on that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Go for it.
I said, it can be powerful and formative like a raging river changing the land, or soft and fluid and purifying like washing your face at night.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. I mean, water is such a wonderful element. We love all the elements equally, but it's feminine, it's fertile, it's cleansing, it's
if we
healing.
had to choose a favorite.
I don't know though.
Nope, actually, you know what? They're all good.
They're all good. It's hard. I do. They all serve us, right? They all serve us.
I could choose a least favorite though. Air.
That was so quick. You were so... Yeah.
I already knew. It was in there. It was waiting.
Is that just because you don't like the air signs?
Comment, no comment.
Okay, got it. This I thought was cool. In a deck of playing cards, cups is most corresponding to the hearts. So
Hearts.
if you wanted to, like a traditional playing deck. So I thought that was neat. So we're going to dive into the actual meaning of each of the cards within the suit of cups. But yeah, let's just dive in.
Let's just do it.
Let's just start.
Let's just like fucking do it,
Just
you know?
fucking do it. So let's start with the Ace of Cups. And this is
A very
interesting.
good place to start.
Yeah, because we talked about in our Pentacles episode that aces are the beginning, right? But I actually was talking to our friend and listener of the podcast, Christina, and she was saying that she's reading a tarot book right now that actually has the ace in a completely different place. Like,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Not Aces High, but somewhere else entirely?
Well, hold on. I need to, like, go back to her notes. She said the book that she's reading works from the king down to the ace. So it actually goes in the opposite direction in terms of the journey of the suit. So that was really interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
The book that she's reading is by Rachel Pollack, and it's called 78 Degrees of Wisdom, A Tarot Journey to Self-Awareness. I haven't read it. I can't recommend it, but she's enjoying it. So anyway.
You're like walking backwards from the end to the beginning.
I know.
And just like
Crazy, right?
feeling it. Yeah, okay.
All right.
I love that.
Anyway,
Great.
so diving into the ace. Well, we're going to keep going with our
Commentary?
yeah. Well, yeah, I meant our order. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the way we researched it. Okay, so basic key terms. And we also look at reversals as well in this, but not everyone does. Disclaimer, of course, tarot is about your own interpretation and intuition. So this is all taken with a grain of salt. And we also are modeling all of these off of the Rider-Waite deck. So compassion, creativity, new relationship, new love. It also reverse can mean more self-love, intuition. It could also mean maybe some repressed emotions. So in terms of the visuals, you see it in your mind's eye, okay? It's a big chalice overflowing with water. There are 5 streams coming out of the cup. The cup represents your subconscious, and the 5 streams signify the 5 senses. And it signifies abundance of emotion and intuition, and, you know, all that fun. Creativity, that great stuff. There's a hand holding the cup coming out of the clouds to symbolize awareness and mindfulness and the spiritual kind of influence. Below the hand is a big ocean covered in blossoms, lotus blossoms, which signify kind of awakening, enlightenment. And there's a dove just kind of flying, thank you, towards the cup. Another symbol of the divine, kind of connecting the subconscious to the conscious. Wow. So, interpretations. It can mean I wrote, you are love. Love is all around you. Love flows through you. Feel free to give it to others. With all aces in the tarot, this card comes as an invitation. Will you take it? Will you say yes to divine love and compassion? Will you run with it? The Ace of Cups carries the potential for spiritual and emotional fulfillment, but only if you embrace it with an open heart. This is the beginning of something, or it could be. It could be a new creative venture. It could be a relationship. It could be a baby. Question mark. Look and see if you get other cards indicating fertility, like the Empress, or the Page of Cups, or the Four of Wands, if you're doing a reading. If you get it reversed and you read reversals, again, self-love is key. Don't repress your emotions. Find a way to work through them that works for you. If you're reading this in a relationship spread, are you scared and worried about getting hurt? Is there something that you're not quite sharing? Tap in.
Right. Are you grabbing the cup or are you leaving the cup? Are you fearing the cup?
Embrace the cup. Drink from the cup, man.
Take a little sippy from the cup, okay?
So that essentially is the Ace of Cups. Moving on. Number 2, the 2 of Cups. Key words. Partnership. This is a great card. Mutual love, mutual affection, mutual attraction, unification, union, love, you get it. Reverse.
It takes 2.
It takes 2, baby. Mary Kay and Ashley also knew that. I loved that movie.
I went to Into the Woods. It takes 2.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I thought 1 was enough. It's not true.
Both are valid and equally dorky references, I think.
Yeah, we really
covered the
Showing our
gamut
true
there.
colors here. Yeah.
So, reverse keywords, it could be miss or distrust, disharmony. It could signify a breaking up or leaving of something behind. It also could talk about, again, self-love. So when you look at the Two of Cups as a card, and this to me is, I think, the card that a lot of people confuse the meanings between the Lovers and the Two of Cups, because I think they're very similar in a lot of ways. Whereas the Lovers is more, we've talked about the major arcana in the past. It's a lot about a choice. But the Two of Cups is really kind of more about success, the relationship. So it shows a young man and a woman, and again, these are the traditional Rider-Waite imageries. They're exchanging cups and pledging love. Above them is a winged staff with two snakes wrapped around it. That's called the caduceus of Hermes. I'm not pronouncing that right, probably. But that's the symbol.
I'm going to say you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate your support. It's the symbol of trade and exchange and money and commerce. So at the top of that caduceus is a lion's head, which signifies fire, right? Leo, fire energy, passion. So it signifies that there's a lot of like really hot, fiery sexual energy between these two people. And so it's all about partnerships of the highest kind. It's about mutual trust, respect, bringing out the best in each other, romantic, business, or otherwise. So it doesn't necessarily mean a lover, but it could. But there's a foundation that is really like strong and can create a long-lasting, wonderful, beneficial partnership, which is great. If you get this card and it's in a relationship reading and it's upright, sounds great. Things
are looking up.
Yeah, you still have to do the work to have, I mean, anyone in a long-term relationship will tell you it's still work, but you have a strong foundation and there is a mutual respect and understanding there. And that's really what I think relationships are about. You both have to kind of meet each other halfway, right? Reversed, you have to make sure that you love yourself. It comes back to self-love again. You can attract toxic people in relationships if your relationship with yourself isn't one of respect and love. I wrote, get your house in order. But you have to, right? Like RuPaul says, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? What is this?
How are you going to love yourself if you ain't...
How are you going to find love
How are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself?
Yes. There you go. God damn, I watched RuPaul's...
How the hell are you going to love somebody
hell?
else when you don't love yourself?
Yes. So RuPaul was right. And that's true.
Yeah, what RuPaul said.
What RuPaul said is true. So, get your house in order. It could also mean, if you pull this reverse and you read reversals, it could mean that there's some issues with communication maybe between a partner and yourself. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Things might be tense or not what they used to be. Something might feel off or missing, but this energy can be readjusted. So you just need to have an honest, respectful discussion. Just sit down with them. Always communication is key in everything.
Let the feelings flow.
Let them out. Yeah. Use I phrases, not you.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into couples counseling. But anyway, that is the lovely Two of Cups.
2.
Moving on to 3. Love this
3.
card. This is a great card. 3 of Cups. This is all about party time, celebrations, friendship, creativity, collaborations. Reversed, it could mean maybe time to chill. Pulling back, being independent, having more one-on-one alone time. It could mean overextending yourself partying wise. And it also could mean 3 is a crowd. It could mean love triangle. So when you're looking at this card, you see, and this is the Rider-Waite deck, you see 3 young women dancing with each other in a circle. They have their cups raised high in their hands. They're toasting to each other. It's joyous. It's a celebration. There's like a bond between them of emotional connection and friendship. And the ground is layered with flowers, fruit, and a pumpkin, which symbolizes bountiful harvest, fertility, creativity, goodness. Yeah, lots of good
Pumpkin spice.
Lots of good, great stuff. So for me, this card is all about collaboration, support, creativity, celebration, sisterhood. It's a great time to seek out like-minded friends or collaborators and start a project together or form a group. It could also be a time of like a really wonderful social occasion, like a wedding or a vacation. It's, to me, I thought it's not just party time, but it's about support. And it's specifically leaning towards the feminine, which doesn't necessarily mean that You're going to go on like a girls trip, right? But it does have kind of that feminine energy to it. And this is a fertile time to collaborate and create something new with your community, whatever that community or support system is, like a creative project. When it's reversed, it could mean that maybe right now it's better for you to go it alone right now. Maybe you've had too much social time and you need some alone time, or you've partied too hard, and it might be time for a break to seek balance and self-care. In terms of creative projects, it could mean that maybe you need to work independently for a while. Maybe your team isn't giving you what you need. If you are working too hard and are stressed out, it could nudge you towards needing some respite and a break. And you might actually then need to seek out your friends or community for help and support. If you're getting this card in a relationship reading and it's reversed, it could mean that three's a crowd. Like I said, it could be maybe someone else is in the play here with your other person. There might be a love triangle going on.
Maybe you're in love with your local barista. You don't say anything, but when you look, you're just like, oh.
Right, but maybe your barista is actually in love with the baker down the street. So be aware of that. Look to other cards in your reading for clues if you do a specific relationship reading and you get that. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was a little juicy. I was like, ooh, drama, affairs.
Look to the left, look to the right. Are the other two people here on a date?
Then you might be in a love triangle.
You might be in a love triangle.
You might be in a reversed Three of Cups. Okay. Four of Cups. Barreling through. Love it. Ooh. Love this energy.
Love it.
So, keywords. Contemplation, overthinking. It could be reevaluation, meditation. It could be apathy. Could be withdrawal, retreat, needing to tap in to your intuition. So this one I think is really interesting. It shows a young man sitting underneath a tree with his arms crossed. He's deep in thought. He's so engrossed in his thoughts that he doesn't seem to notice that there's an arm reaching out from the wings, offering him a cup. There's three other cups that are at his feet, but he doesn't seem to notice or really care about.
Wow, dude.
Cups. Yeah. So there may be a lot of opportunities that have been coming your way, but for some reason or another, you're not pursuing them. It could be that you feel they aren't quite right for you, or you already have too much on your plate. You could be waiting for more information to make a better educated decision, or focus on yourself and internal work for now. You're not completely dismissing these choices, but you're not currently engaging with them. And that's okay. Listen to your intuition and make sure they line up emotionally and spiritually with you before committing. You also could be shutting yourself off from opportunities due to feeling disconnected, bored, or because of fear of rejection and pain. So this is a good time to take that time to do some soul work.
Wow.
Yeah, if you get this reversed, you could be feeling pretty withdrawn from the world. Just be sure that you don't completely shut out those that care about you, but take your time. This is just where you are right now, and that's okay. If you have a project that you're not sure about and you're hemming and hawing and you're still considering it, it's okay to take your time, but be mindful of the deadline so you don't completely miss that opportunity. And if you're feeling disappointed with the world or disillusioned, uninspired, and you're kind of retreating to avoid your problems, know that eventually they will have to be faced. And it also could be interpreted as you holding back maybe your true feelings about someone. Maybe you're mad or upset at someone and you don't want to talk about it. It's best to look inward and decide what's best for the both of you to move forward.
Wow.
That's the Four of Cups.
Wow. Man, the cups just hit so hard, you know?
They did. Well, they're all about that emotion. When Pentacles was so logical, I feel like it was so like...
Pentacles will get you like pumped up.
Yeah,
but, like,
it was like career.
Cups will get you like meditating.
Yeah. Cups are...
introspectively.
Yeah, and so this kind of to me was a turning point in the journey. I'm really interested to hear then how you when you take it over after 7.
Oh, yeah.
But now we get into a lot of kind of introspection where like I feel like the first like Ace 2 and 3 were kind of like, woo, awesome.
Yeah. Let the love flow, baby.
But now it's kind of like, So now that brings us to the 5 of Cups. This is about disappointment, regret, being stuck in the past, pessimism, failure, self-forgiveness, moving on, setbacks. So This card shows a man in a long black cloak looking down at 3 cups that have been knocked over at his feet, kind of symbolizing disappointment or failure.
Yeah.
Behind him are 2...
I knocked my cups over.
No use
for
crying
example.
over spilled cups. Yeah.
Or chalices.
Or chalices. Behind him are 2 cups that represent other opportunities and potential, but he's so focused on the cups that are spilled, he doesn't notice the cups behind him. In the background,
Wow.
there's a bridge.
A lot like the church with the pentacles.
Exactly. Nope. Very common. Very. I wonder if we're going to probably come across something like this in every suit. I'm going to predict.
I
yes.
bet. We'll see. We're going to see. We're going to find out together, all of us.
Oh, in real time. It's lovely. So behind him, there's this bridge over a big kind of flowing river, and it leads to a castle or home on the other side of the riverbank. But he can't get to it because he's so focused on the cups. So this card is all about disappointment and dwelling on past mistakes and regret. We've all been there, and it's, you know, the common saying, right? Depression is dwelling on the past, anxiety is worrying about the future. It's 2 of my favorite places to be.
2 of the hot spots here in New York City.
New York's hottest place is depression and anxiety. Yeah, so it's very easy to do, right? To kind of obsess about what you could have done, what you should have done better. But it's really important to find forgiveness for yourself and or for the other person or persons that you might blame. Don't wallow in self-pity. There are new opportunities waiting for you if you truly look. Shift your mindset and focus on what you can learn from your past and what you can change from this point forwards. Reversed, you might still be coming to terms with it, with whatever loss or disappointment of the past has happened. It may be time to open up to your support system, which can help you heal, whoever that is. If you feel guilty or ashamed about what happened, blaming yourself for the mistakes you made won't help. The reversed 5 of Cups encourages you to forgive yourself and move on. That's
Beautiful.
the 5 of Cups, yeah.
Beautiful.
On the lighter side of that, we would come to the 6 of Cups, which is more about kind of, nostalgia, which I think is an interesting way, right? I think there's a term for it, right? There's like obsessing about the past in a negative way and then looking fondly on the past in a positive way. Anyway, too much of any, right, though, is not good. Mm-hmm. The goal is to be truly present. But keywords, reliving the past, childhood, inner child, fond memories, joy, innocence, playfulness, reversed forgiveness, lacking playfulness. In the card, we see a young boy leaning down and passing a cup full of flowers to a young girl. The girl is looking at the boy with love and respect as he offers the flowers to her.
Hot.
Yeah. The young children represent childhood memories, and the act itself is signifying of harmony, cooperation, and love, all key elements. So in the background, though, there's an older man who's walking away in the distance. The children also seem to be standing in a courtyard of a large home, which signifies security and safety and comfort. The foreground, there's 4 more cups filled with flowers, and a 5th cup sits on a pedestal behind the boy. Interesting. Interesting symbolism. So this card is about dwelling on the past, but the lighter side of things. You might be swept up in the nostalgia of happier times. This could indicate maybe a reunion is coming up, like a high school reunion, college reunion, or maybe you're going to visit your childhood home or a special place. A past love could also come back to you, like an ex or childhood sweetheart. It's a great time to tap into your inner child and use that to inspire you. It also shows that there is a high level of cooperation and harmony in your relationships. You feel, kind of stable and grounded. You're able to receive and give, and there's no expectations, and give people the benefit of the doubt. So you've moved on from the really difficult emotions from the 5 of Cups. So you feel like you're in a new place to turn over a new leaf. It could also refer to to children in your life. Could be baby. Baby question mark,
This
question
whole
mark.
suit is like, baby?
Baby?
That or we're just women in our 30s.
Well, to be fair,
No, it
this
really
was
is.
research.
It is.
But no, I did actually go to like I actually like talked to a couple different like mediums or tarot card readers. Like this was years ago, like 7-8 years ago, and it was like to seek peace after a friend had passed away, and they all kept being like, "You might be pregnant." And I was like, are you just saying this to me because I'm in my mid-20s and you assume that this is something I want? Like, this is not why we're here. I was not pregnant. No one was, right? But I thought that was interesting. Yeah. Anyway, but it could mean twins, which is exciting, I guess. Or it could just mean that you might be, spending time with the youth, lately or will be, and it's a great time to connect with your inner child with them. Kids are present in the moment all the time, open-minded, they're super curious, their hearts are super open, so that's a wonderful kind of thing to channel. If it's reversed, it could be that you're clinging to the past and how things used to be. It's time to make peace and focus on the now. It could also be a sign that maybe you've lost touch with that inner child and you've kind of gotten caught up in the slough of adult, cog in the machine, repetitive, boring.
The well-known hubbub.
Yes, exactly. And that make you feel kind of closed off and not able to receive new opportunities from the universe, right? So, open up yourself, try to get that curious mind going again, have fun, be playful, do something that's going to spark that little energy and fire inside you again.
Yeah.
And that's the 6 of Cups. Yeah. And 7 of Cups. Chugging right along. This is about illusion, disillusionment, illusion, wishful thinking, castles in the sky, opportunities, choices, alignment, being overwhelmed, values. So in the card, you see a man with 7 cups filled with various gifts. This is the one that has like all the stuff in them. Some of them are really cool, like jewels and a wreath, but others hold gifts that are not gifts at all. Although maybe to some people they are. Like a snake or a dragon, because I would really love a cup with a snake or a dragon personally. But it's purely cool symbolism. I know, right? There's lots of clouds and around, and it kind of symbolizes dreams and wishes, desires, and it kind of signifies that the guy needs to make a choice. So this is all about being discerning. Not all that glitters is gold. You need to make sure that whatever opportunities you're being presented with are all that they seem to be. Like, do your research. Don't take things at face value. Don't be wary to not just be attracted to the next big shiny thing. This card is urging you to be careful and thoughtful. You could also be focused too much on your ideas without willing to put in the work for the execution. Emily and I know there's a lot of people in our creative field who have lots of big fun ideas and absolutely no way to think about then how to actually do them. So don't be that person, because they're really hard to work with.
Yeah, I have definite like crow tendencies too, but these are crow tendencies, remember.
It's exciting. It's it's easy to get excited, but you also then have to make sure that you can follow through and make it work, right? So where was I? Oh yeah. So create a plan and focus on just one thing that you can do to bring yourself closer to your goal. Something that I really love is like creating a 6-month plan or an 9-month plan. If you have, this goes into like, career coaching and everything. But if you have a goal that you'd like to meet, set a deadline and then work your way backwards from there. And what do you have to do, every month, every week, every day to get your one step at a time to get you closer to your goal. If you're having trouble choosing, if you have a lot of different opportunities, let's say, and you're not sure what to do, create a pros and cons list and go with what aligns to your highest good. Very pragmatic card for a cup. Cups card, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get it reversed, you might be feeling overwhelmed by your choices. So trust that you have what you need and make your choice. Really tap into your own inner wisdom and guidance for what is best.
Yes.
And that is the Seven of Cups.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, on the pragmatic thing, I feel like the cups, I feel like what I learned about it is that it's like, it's about emotion and like intuition and creativity, but it's also about like questions of like practicality and logic versus intuition and emotion, and like finding balance between them.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
Right?
because something's emotion based doesn't mean that there's not any thought that goes to it. Right. Yeah. You have to be thoughtful.
Yeah. All right. So 8 and onward. I feel like we each course corrected in opposite directions. In that you did much more and I did a lot less this time. So,
No, because I was
so get
literally
ready to
thinking that. I
rocket
was
through
like,
this.
I didn't do enough last time. I need to do more to match Emily's. That's so funny.
And I was like, I'm going to do so, like, I was like, that was way too much. I'm cutting it down to just a little bit. So get ready for a lot
We're
less
such-
information about Cups 8 to King.
Peas in a pod, us too. I love it.
I know. It's very funny. All right, I'm just going to get going.
Let's do it.
So, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. We got another cup that's kind of a bummer, but it's a good bummer. So, it's disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, or escapism. So, in the Rider-Waite deck, you've got a man who's walking away from 8 cups that are arranged unevenly with like 5 on the bottom, 3 on the top. So, it kind of looks like one should be there, but is missing. And he's like leaving it in the dead of night, like, bye, cups. And so with this, it's like, what are you avoiding? What have you abandoned? Are you thinking with your heart or with your head? Maybe you need a vacation or like some time away to think. Or maybe you're doing too much escaping, you know? So it's all just about like maybe you've experienced a disappointment, or maybe you're feeling like you're disappointing someone. And it's, you know, it's just like finding your relationship with abandonment, if you see this in a reading. And that's literally all I wrote for this card.
No, I think that's great. I mean, yeah.
So it's a guy just like, bye, cups. But like, he's walking away from like his plenty, you know? But why? What are you walking away from? Anyway.
Yeah. Do you think it's like something that he feels, I guess it's up to interpretation, right? Though that's what's so beautiful about tarot, is that like it could be he doesn't want to leave them behind. It could be that he's abandoning a project because he's frustrated. Like, there's so many reasons why he could be leaving the cups. I think that's really up to you, and then what position you're in to draw that, right?
Right.
It's the beauty of tarot.
Yeah. That's the beauty of tarot, baby. Moving on to number 9. I did get a little more involved the further down I got, just because I kind of got carried away. But the first couple are very short.
It's okay.
So number 9, we see a man sitting on a wooden bench. He's looking contented, and he has an arch of 9 cups behind him. And he's on this wooden bench because he's like relaxed and he's comfortable, but he's not like luxuriating. You know, he's hit contentment, but he's not like in a throne. He's not like comfy. He's just like sitting and being like, yeah, I made a good arch out of 9 cups. So the key words for this card are like contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, wishes coming true. And then it's like, are you carrying out your deepest desires? Because one of the things with this card is like contentment with your deepest desires, but if you're not feeling that way, it's like, are you moving towards the things that you want? And then like, are you content where you are? It could be a good sign to either act on what you want or to enjoy what you've gained, to enjoy what you've created, to really like sit with that contentment for a minute, and like it's not the end of the road, but it's like, you can sit here and you can enjoy this. Look at what you've got. Like, good on you.
Yeah.
So contentment, gratitude, satisfaction, wishes coming true, and your deepest desires.
Oh, I love that. It's like a summit.
Yeah, exactly.
climb.
It's like, yeah, if you think about it in the big arch of like
Awesome.
cups, it's like 8 is sort of like maybe walking away from stuff. It's like, it's in that introspection. It's in that like moving, like avoidance. But then 9 is like, hey, whoa, actually I've come pretty far. You know, I'm not a royal. I'll never be royals. But
Yes, Lord.
I'm losing my mind.
No, it's okay. No, I love it. I think it's great.
That's the 9. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool card. I was like, oh, neato. Because I feel like you don't necessarily get that from, like, man on bench necessarily, but that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then 10, you want to talk about fertility, baby. So this is divine love, blissful relationships, harmony, and alignment. And what you see in the Rider-Waite deck is a happy couple that's waving joyously at like a rainbow of 10 cups while 2 children are playing nearby. And so some things it could signify are your difficult times have come to an end, like you've come to your green pasture. It could be a happy relationship. If it's a relationship reading, it's like, boom, baby, you got a solid-ass relationship. It could be like you have the divine on your side, like your things are moving your way, like you're supported by like the world. And then it's also a fertility. I actually wrote waka waka, but yeah. Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, you got kids, you got a happy couple. What do you think?
Ugh, what a dream card. It's like it's the happy family, man. Yeah. You got it. It's the dream.
Yeah. And then again, if it's reversed, it's like, is something unbalanced in your relationship? Is there a disharmony or a misalignment? And then it's like, but yeah, it's like this is a place where love flows and things are good and like divine love is with you. So like, you know, just like let the communication flow, let the love happen, you know, like it's there. Just sort of figure out what's blocking the flow.
Yeah. That was something that I thought was really interesting, is that a lot of these cards talked about like being open to receive and just kind of in the flow. And I never thought of actually the divine element of the 10 of Cups. I've always thought of it as kind of like, you did it. You worked real hard and you got here. But there is a nice spiritual element of just kind of letting it flow through you. Again, element of water, right? You know, I think I try so hard to control everything. And I'm trying to come to a place of acceptance and release and receiving. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, totally. I feel
that.
like same vein is like, there's an urge a lot of times with tarot cards to like look for like an action item or like a, you know, like something that is like movement, but this is a different kind of thing. It's like letting the gratitude flow instead of like, you know, leap on your next project. It's like enjoy the spoils of your life, like be content, be like grateful for this cool stuff. Is like a lot of these cards, which is tough. Stop.
So
enjoy.
hard.
You know?
Yeah. Allow. That's like my new keyword. Allow. It's so hard though, because you're like, well, what can I do? Well, what do I do about it? Let me do something. Yeah. I feel it.
Yeah. And it is, I mean, it's water, so there's like a flow to it, but it's like a flow of gratitude, not a flow of work. You know?
Yeah.
But that's good. It's good.
I actually just sent you. Wait, sorry. Again, all business, totally informational. But I just sent you a TikTok right before recording, actually, of this girl who talks about her these lessons her witch mother taught her, and she talks about how they like stood at the ocean at like on the beach, and the mom talked about like, you know, the thought of even being able to try or want to try to control the ocean versus wanting to allow and like go with the flow and like be thankful and grateful that you were even allowed to even be in it, you know. And like this kind of idea of like, she said that witchcraft to her is not about controlling the universe, but rather like riding the waves of it and allowing your feet in the water still affect the ocean, right? But you can't control it, you know. And so I thought that was really interesting, because I think it is such a capitalist modern mindset. I don't know. It's very common, I think, very human to be like, well, I can manipulate, I can control, I can will this to happen, even in your witchcraft, even in your spirituality, even through praying, right? But at the end of the day, you kind of have to just let go and like allow what happens to happen, because how much control do we really have?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Truly. That's beautiful.
Anyway.
Just
made me think about that, because it's like ocean.
No, I fucking love that.
Okay.
Okay, so then moving on to the page. Now we're into the face cards, if you will. I don't think anyone calls them that, but I'm going to right now. All right, so the page, some keywords. We're looking at creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, and possibility. So in the Rider-Waite deck, you see a page in a blue tunic and a jaunty beret. He's standing on the shore, and there's like a wavy sea behind him, which is so relevant to what you were just talking about. But he's standing on the shore with a wavy sea behind him and a cup in his right hand, and a fish is popping out of the water watching him. And waiting.
Little fishy.
Waiting. Yeah. There's like a theme for Page, Knight, Queen, and King where they all have fish in them, and I kind of got unhinged in my descriptions of the fishes, but that, I guess, is going to become plain pretty quickly.
I love it.
So, some questions that the page might be asking you if it shows up in a reading are like, are you staying open to inspiration from unusual places, like a fish who's stalking you? You may be receiving intuitive messages. Are you listening to them? Are you dressing jauntily enough? A fun opportunity may be coming your way.
I love it. I want Emily to write all my inner thought questions for me. I don't think I'm dressing jauntily enough.
Am I dressing jauntily enough? This guy's got a beret on and he's at the beach. What am I doing?
I love it.
So yeah, so the page is basically, he's got a cup, he's at the ocean, and he's just like receiving the world, you know? I mean, it's just that. It's just like, he's letting it flow. And then there's like a fucking fish there that's giving him creative inspiration. Like, what? But also, yes, you know? Like, and it's just like, yeah, it's curiosity and it's possibility. And it's like, just like stare into the ocean and look for your inspiration, fish, you know?
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking.
Right. No. I'm there with you. I'm like, gosh, just look, man.
Yeah. And then like the knight, moving on to the knight, we got creativity, romance, charm, imagination, and beauty. So it's another one of like appreciating, but also like a bunch more stuff. So literally it's like when you get the knight, it's sort of like a white knight of cups, like galloping gallantly yet gently toward you with like everything cups has to offer. It's like, so the Rider-Waite deck, it shows you a graceful knight who rides on his white horse holding a golden cup, and he wears a cloak with fish on it to warn you that the fish never left. That fish is around, baby.
Fish.
It's also like, and also like the fish is about like creativity, emotion, inspiration, opportunity, etc.
Right.
And then this knight, he has a helmet and boots that are winged, which is a symbol of an active and creative imagination and an appreciation for beautiful things. Or of a Red Bull brand collaboration.
You dork.
So when you get the knight, the Knight of Cups, it's like calling on you to recognize the power of emotion and imagination to create, because also it's got like a blank background, which like could be that you can like imagine whole worlds, but it also can be like reversed. It can be like, don't let your imagination carry you away too far. So just like question your position relative to imagination, I guess, because it can go in either direction. Also, this card wants a date. Third, it could herald romance or ask you to appreciate the beauty around you. It might ask if maybe you've been a little jealous lately, because one of the reverse meanings is like jealousy, moodiness, like getting like too carried away in your imagination, living too much in your own fantasy world.
I've never done that.
And then like, so you see this card, maybe right, yeah. Nope, not relevant, but good to know.
Never.
Like, so beware being unrealistic or living too much in your imagination, and stay alert for like listening too much to your emotions, while also like, you know, it's creativity, it's romance, it's charm, it's imagination. Like, you know, this is a good card, but just like, these are some questions it might raise. And also, I mean, romance, be a generous lover while you're at it. No card doesn't want that for you.
Exactly. You can never go wrong with being a generous lover.
That's right. So Knight of Cups, maybe you should be a generous lover. Maybe somebody needs a bouquet of flowers. I don't know.
Or some fish.
Or some fish. Maybe you need to bring a little love salmon home. All right, so Knight done and dusted. Moving on to the Queen. She is compassionate, caring, emotionally stable, intuitive, and in flow. Now, the queen is what I have a poll about at the end of this, so I'm going to skip a paragraph of what I wrote in order to come back to it after.
Exciting.
So in the Rider-Waite, the Queen of Cups sits on a throne at the edge of the sea, feeling introspective, as we all have. She holds a golden cup that is closed to symbolize that her thoughts and feelings come from her subconscious mind and the depths of her soul.
Damn.
And her throne has sea creatures on it, which symbolize her mastery over the fish who once terrorized her. So, like, the meaning of the queen can be like, you're in the flow, you're stable, you have done the work, and now you are queen of your watery domain. It's just like, this is a celebration card, you know, in a lot of ways. This is, again, like, your intuition is like, wow, you're so emotionally stable. Like, man, like, you're really great. Like, if you get the Queen of Cups, things are going well. Whatever it's a reading for, like, kudos to you, because that queen, it rocks.
Yeah, love her.
But some questions it might raise for you are like, you're so emotionally stable, you're so compassionate, are you doing enough to support and love yourself? So if you're looking for an action item out of this card, or if you're getting it reversed, it might be a sign to do a little extra self-care while celebrating your glory. And like, hey, you never know when more inspiration fish might strike, because they're always with you in spirit.
Good advice.
Yeah. I think this all makes really good sense, and everyone's going to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed.
But yeah, she is just like the queen of emotion, of creativity, of inspiration. I burped a little. Of like, she is just like emotionally stable. She's like loving. She is like flowing. She's appreciating her glory. And that's just like a great place to be.
Yeah. I love that she's like emotionally mature. It's not like the emotions don't control her. She is in touch with them, and she doesn't control them, but has mastered them. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, it's like she's riding the wave of it. Like, she's not being like, oh, like trying to control the emotions, but she's in control in that, like, they're not controlling her. She has like the balance. She has the stability. She's intuitive. She's like, she's in flow like that, or she's just like, just being with it all, and like, you know, she's like a little duck, just like bobbing up and down, but like
a little duck,
a glorious duck, like the hot duck. Remember the hot duck?
What? No, there's a hot duck.
Yeah, the hot duck was like a Central Park duck that was like a very cool duck. Yeah, I know.
I did not know about this. I have to look this up later.
Yeah, people were like crazy to try and go see the hot duck. Everyone was talking, and it was called hot duck. It was like a special species of duck that doesn't usually like migrate to North America. Like, no one knew how it got to Central Park. So like birders were arguing about whether or not it was something that they could technically count as having seen. Because, like, you can't go to a zoo and, like tick off your bird list, like, oh, all the birds I've seen, you have to see them in their natural habitat. So it's like, well, it is technically a wild duck that, like, just got here, but it's not supposed to be here, so does it count?
Okay, I just Googled this, and it's a mandarin duck. This was the first thing that popped up, too. I typed in hot duck, and it went hot duck Central Park. It's totally a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, not to doubt you.
Let's include a picture of the hot duck with our... No, I know. But let's include a picture of the hot duck with our Instagram post.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, did you know that mandarin ducks are actually a symbol of love and fertility in Korean culture? And, like, so it's traditional to give a gift of wooden mandarin ducks to the couple on the wedding. So we had, like, a pair of wooden mandarin ducks at our by the cake table at our wedding.
Aw.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. That's so cool.
That rocks. I probably saw them and was like, oh, they're hot duck fans, too.
We are now.
Yeah,
that's
now
so
you are.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah, love the queen. Back to you, Em.
Love the queen. Thanks. So between the queen and king, I want to take just a little moment to note. Something that I really love about the tarot is that the queens are the ones that have their shit like completely together, and the kings are the ones that are like, they have it together, but it's maybe a little too much. Like, they're a little too cold, a little too manipulative. They're like moody. Like, they can, you know, the downsides of the queen are like, you're amazing. Is it possible you're being too amazing? Like, should you maybe, like, take a bath?
Yeah.
And the kings are like, hey, maybe you're abusing your power? I mean, not to, like, bring binary gender dynamics into the convo, but, like, I just feel like there's so much stuff that's, like, anything that's older than, like, the end of Entourage. It's like the women would be like, catfight, manipulative. And it's like, that's not tarot, baby. In tarot, the women are like chilling and the guys are like have anger management issues.
Astute.
So something to think about. Anyway!
Food for thought.
So on that note, bringing us to the King of Cups. He's emotionally balanced. He's compassionate. He's diplomatic. He just like, but the thing is that like maybe like he's totally mastered his emotions to the point where like maybe it can be a bad thing. Here, wait, first let me tell you about what Rider-Waite shows you. So when you see the Rider-Waite king, you see the King of Cups. He sits on a large stone throne and wears a blue tunic and a gold cape. I took this directly out of Biddy because I ran out of time before my last work call. A symbol of his authority and status is the gold cape and blue tunic. A small fish amulet hangs around his neck, symbolizing his creativity. In his right hand, he holds a cup representing the emotions, and his left has a scepter showing power and control. Behind him, on his right, a fish jumps out of the ocean, while on the left, a ship sails steadily despite the waves. Ship sails steadily. Ship sails steadily. That would be a good tongue twister for theater schools.
Yeah.
So this card, like, it's like you've mastered your emotions. You have creativity on a necklace. You've got inspiration flopping around all around you. Like, you've got ships symbolizing, like, your balance and your floatiness and your hot duckness. But, like, you know, are you using this for good or evil? Are you using your mastery over emotions to, like, manipulate? Is, like, again, the flip side or, like, the downside of the card. Mostly very good card. Like, emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic. Mastered your emotions. That's the good stuff. Like creative, inspired, like king of the cup castle. But like flip sides are just like your emotional balance is top tier, but remember to still listen to your intuition and pay attention for moodiness or impulsivity, and just like remember that balance is a fluid state, not a destination, you know?
Interesting.
And then yeah, and like you've got, like I said, you've got creativity on a Netflix. You've got your creativity, you got your fish necklace, you've got your fish friend in the ocean, and just like make sure you're like basking in all that inspiration and creativity. And then like remember, you have to be compassionate with number one. That's you. You, King of Cups.
Yeah, you, King. You know, it's funny. I just went into my goddess deck to check, and that is actually the card I get a lot. I feel like I get the King of Chalices often.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
sometimes
like
reverse, sometimes upright. I don't know. I just feel like that guy and I are friends. I get him a lot.
Nice. Well, he is a good card. Like I said, it's like, you know, I'm giving you also the reverse readings, but like this is a cool dude. It's like, are you like yeah, things are good for the King of Cups. He is really the top of the cup pile, as great as the Queen is.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, Queen, King, kind of one and one, but but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's like finding that balance between like, wow, you're doing great, and then also like, hey, don't forget that like you have to, like, the maintaining of balance is about flow, and it's not just like a static thing, you know?
Yep.
You don't just like get balanced and stay balanced. It's like therapy. You don't just get therapized and then stay therapized. It's like you gotta keep the flow.
Yeah. It is a never-ending journey.
Truly.
That is something that was like a
ending journey.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was no. I cut you off. I was just gonna say that was like a really big lesson for me in my therapy, my 10 plus years of therapy, and still continuing having to remind myself every day that like there's no finish line. There's no like, which is so unfair.
Very frustrating.
It's very frustrating that there's no just like, I've made it, I'm done, I'm happy, I'm complete, I'm full, I'm, you know, highest.
I'll
evolved.
never be anxious again.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope. Unfortunately, there is no done until you're dead. Which is great.
Or just tired of going to therapy.
Right. Well, I mean, in terms of like your evolution as a person. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could always stop. But yeah, it is.
Yeah, you could always just stop growing and start, you know, regressing for a bit.
Sure, why not?
It's not a destination. It's just a fluid thing.
It's an unfair truth, but it's the truth. And there's peace in knowing that, I think, too, though. Of like, you know, you can't, it's not about being perfect, because there's no such thing.
Yeah. There's no such thing. There's no perfectly healthy human.
Yeah.
In mind or body.
Yeah.
Just gotta be. Okay, which brings me actually to my question about my little poll that I have.
Yeah.
And Kate, you can be the first vote in this poll. So speaking of there's no perfect human in mind and body, for the Queen of Cups, I was like, okay, last time we were talking about like, no, I don't know if we did. I think that was a dream I had. Okay, so for the Queen of Cups, I was going to say, when I was writing this up, I was like, oh, this is totally like the Beyonce of the tarot. And then I was like, except maybe this is the Lizzo of the tarot and Queen of Pentacles was Beyonce. And then I was like, well, but is the Queen of Cups maybe Ina Garten or RuPaul? So which of these people do you think is the Queen of Cups? Beyonce, Lizzo, Ina Garten, or RuPaul?
That is a good poll. We have to put this on our Instagram. I want to know what our listeners think.
Yes,
I
agree.
think it's hard to say without having gone through the other queens yet.
That's a good point. We may end up issuing a retraction.
We can maybe revisit.
Yeah.
Once we've done the whole. Wait, so hold on. Lizzo, Beyonce, Ina Garten, or RuPaul?
Yeah. Those were my 4 ideas. If you have any you want to add.
No, those are good. And all of them to me, I feel like I get different elements from each of them. In terms of, I would say as of right now, having only done the Pentacles and the Cups, I want to say I think Lizzo is Queen of Cups. I mean, that literally
was my gut too. Yeah,
has a song called "Water Me."
Wow, yeah,
she is very emotional. She puts her emotions right out on her social platforms for her fans to see. She's very vulnerable. She allows herself to be imperfect. She allows herself to be, seen as imperfect, and yet is very strong at her core. Where maybe I think Beyonce is a Virgo, is Earth, and very practical, very pragmatic, very calculated with everything she does, everything she releases. And I love Queen Bey. That's not a criticism at all.
Nope.
So I would lean towards Pentacles.
I love that.
That's my current guess as of now, but we'll put it out on Instagram for everyone. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Agreed.
I love this poll.
Yay!
All right, so those are at the same time.
Yeah. Those are the cups. How do you feel? Young and alive?
Full and
flowing?
Warm and liquidy.
Yeah.
No,
do you want to... Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's good. I definitely feel like I have a deeper understanding. It really does help to kind of look at each one of these and do a deeper dive into them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for cups, I almost felt like for the top 4, the Page, Knight, Queen, King, they're almost more like individual characters than they are like part of a story. They're each different sides of the top version of the cups. Because the Page is kind of like inspiration and creativity at its top, or creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility. Whereas the Knight is creativity, but romance, imagination, beauty, that kind of basking and luxuriating thing. The Queen is the introspection and compassion and being emotionally stable, intuitive, and just flow, that's sort of the thing that we've been talking about just being in the ocean and being I don't control the ocean, but I am I'm loving this ocean. And then the King is the guy who's I'm so in control of my emotions right now, and I can wield it for power.
Daddy King.
And then also they all have a little bit of everything good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very Daddy Triton.
I love that. Well, I mean, it often is read, I think these face cards are often read as a person in your life or an aspect of yourself, right? So that makes total sense.
True, yeah, because they can be a mentor, they can be or anybody in your life, but it's something to think about.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, do you want to draw a card?
Yeah, let's do it. I think it's your turn.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, last week we did the Whispering Wood one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, sorry, I have to take my headphones off to get it.
It's okay.
All right, I'm back. I've made the executive decision that we're doing the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great. I love the Druid deck.
Okay. I'm knocking things over here. All right. Okay, let's get a shuffle on this puppy. Did I miss anything while I didn't have my headphones on? Were you doing anything fun?
Oh, no, I didn't do a bit. I wish I did.
That's all right. It's late.
I got slapped by a coworker about something. So
Oh.
I had to do a work
I totally
slug.
misheard that for a second as slapped, and I was like,
Oh.
what? But no, yeah, slacked. That makes
Slacked.
sense.
So, good news is that both Matt and I have received raises at our work.
Hey, what?
And we both had like kind of reviews, very positive work reviews, and I got a pretty nice bonus, which is wonderful.
Hey.
All these abundance spells we used to do are really still coming through.
They're still working.
They're still working, which is great. Just need our Billy spells to now kick in.
Yeah, right. Aw,
But money's
that would be
again.
nice. But money good. Yeah. Well, I guess I like to think that there's a delay period on a lot of spells.
Right?
I feel
yeah.
like a lot of things that I want, I get like years later. And then I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'm still very grateful.
Yeah. It takes a while for it to, you know, transfer
in.
through the ether. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole paperwork process that you can't even see in terms of the
Yeah.
universe. So.
The bureaucratic wheels of the universe turn slowly.
I actually fully believe that could be true.
Oh, the
That would make
paperwork,
perfect
the
sense.
permits, the signatures.
Nothing would make more sense than if the universe was like all the things that are confusing about life on Earth is just that there's so much paperwork up like in the ether of like whatever the universe
Depressing
is.
would that be though? Like, oh, Carol from legal didn't sign off, or like, oh, it was dated wrong. It's got to route back through the system.
I'm gonna draw another card. I don't want that card right now.
Wait, you have to tell me what it is though.
That was death. I didn't feel like it.
Oh.
Okay, we can talk about it. I drew a card. I got death. It was sort of a.
I love how you so blatantly, this whole episode, we're like, go with the flow, accept what the universe has to, blah, blah, blah.
And then
No,
at the
I don't
beginning,
want
like,
this card.
nah.
Next one.
That's the flow, man. I'm just flowing with it. I just picked the wrong card.
I support it.
No, all right. Well, I guess now that we've talked through it, now that
Well,
now that it's out there,
did you pick a second card? I'm curious what the second card is.
no. But yeah, let me do it right now. My deck's gonna be like, fuck you.
Yeah, watch. It's like the tower. It's like,
I got the 10 of Cups.
oh, interesting. That's really funny. I think we should talk about both quickly.
Yeah.
Because we just talked about the Ten of Cups, so we know what that means. But interesting that you pulled that right after death.
I know. It's also, wait, I don't know what I was going to say. I know. It's also funny that I'm always the person that's like, death isn't a bad card. Death just means, like, rebirth.
Right. And then as soon as you got it, you're like, I don't want to deal with this right
It's
now.
like, no.
Well, this is interesting. So maybe it's about a big sudden change, kind of rebirth that needs to happen in order
Yeah,
to
man.
reach your Ten of Cups.
Yeah. Or maybe they're, like, two together. Maybe it's, like, a big rebirth is the, like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, like, there's a big sudden change that will lead to a joyous life.
Yeah. Wait, didn't
I like
we...
that interpretation. I think you were right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's all the same kind of thing. Didn't we also pull a major arcana? Yeah, we pulled the wheel last time we did the Pentacles. And I thought that was interesting that we got a major arcana card on an episode all about the suits. And then we got another major arcana card.
Yeah, and then when I
Interesting.
rejected it, they were like, fine, 10 of Cups. You want cups? Fine. Here's cups.
That's so funny. Yeah, but we've talked a lot about the death card. People are really familiar with it, but again, it's not about death. It's about rebirth. And sometimes I think it's necessary, like letting go of a foundation or something that's no longer serving you in order to move forward into your new
It can be the death of any part of your life that could be like falling away. It could be something that is no longer serving you. Exactly.
It's a transitional card. It's it's about endings, beginnings, birth, rebirth.
Way less fucked up than the tower too.
Yes, tower is kind of more like I feel like death is like graduating college, and tower is like your house got set on fire.
Right, yeah.
It's terrible, but it's a very poor metaphor.
Yeah. Like death is like your Saturn's return, where it's just like, oh shit, like a lot of shit's going down, but then like long-term positive.
Right. Well, so yeah, that's our cups episode. Thanks so much for listening. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Would love to hear your thoughts on our poll, on Emily's poll, about the queens of the suits. And I'll post it on our Instagram. We'll post photos of the cards as well, that we just drew. And yeah, if you like us, follow us on Instagram at Witchcast Podcast. You can also shoot us an email at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com, or check out our website at witchcastpodcast.com. And yeah, help us by spreading the word by leaving a little rating and review on Apple Podcasts. It helps
Do it.
other people find us, and we appreciate it greatly.
That's right. And until next time,
Hex
yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.